man. Yeah, we gonna start right now. Next thing you tapped in, man, to I Am a Brand podcast. Yeah, with D Class. I got my boy Big Surf with me. My boy is a CEO of his own podcast. He's an artist. He does interviews, things of that sort, man. Big Surf, man, tap in with him. Let him know what you got going, bro.
Hey, what's up, people? Big Surf Guy here. I'm an entrepreneur. Um, I direct movies, podcasts, series. I own a podcast channel. I produce. I'm an artist. A little bit of everything, man. Dad, brother.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dibble and dabble in everything, man. That's kind of part of being your own brand, man.
Yes, sir.
People
Yes, sir.
people fail to realize, man, at the end of the day, man, like no matter what your job is, bro, like you still are presenting yourself as a brand, man. So that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, the purpose of this podcast, bro, is just let everybody know, man, no matter what it is you're doing, don't give a damn if you the trash man, like be the best trash man you can be, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We here for you, bro.
Facts.
So with the directing, man, I see you done got into that. You got some episodes up, man, of these Las Vegas alleys. I've been checking them out, man. They entertain, man. What brought that about?
I don't know. I just had this idea to start shooting movies, man. I seen Snow on the Bluff back in the day, and was inspired by JT the Bigger Figure, and I got a little game and a little knowledge about it on how to do it without the big production, without a million people, just a way to do it yourself. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do this instead of saying like, oh, I gotta wait, or I need this, I need that. I just did it. So I shot my first movie, which is called Where the Weed At. I haven't dropped it yet. Maybe about 4 months ago, and that's what let me know that I'm capable of directing and that I'm good with the camera. I'm good at the editing. So I just went for it after that.
Yeah. Okay. So what kind of hurdles, you know what I'm saying, you really kind of ran into as far as like getting everything together, like the whole process? Because I know most people say like, all right, bet I want to direct, I want to jump in some movies. So it's like, what was the hurdles really, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stopped you from really starting?
I would say the first hurdle would be making excuses. Sitting there saying, "Oh, I need big production. I need a cameraman. I need actors. I need this. I need that." When you really don't need any of it.
Right.
I just worked with what I had, so it wasn't really a hurdle. It was more of a mind thing. So
Okay.
my new motto is just like if I think something, I do it. Instead of making excuses or saying I want it to be perfect, I just get it done. Make it simple.
Yeah, because I know with me and the music, man, like that's kind of my big thing. Is just you try to be a perfectionist when, I mean, sometimes you really don't even have to, bro. It's just put it out, man, kind of see what the people feel, and then you kind of guide it from there and kind of go from there based on your marketing, really.
Yes, sir. Trial and error is the best way to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah, and you can't be scared to fail, man. Like that's the big thing, man, especially with us, bro. Like don't nobody want to fail. You don't want nobody try to talk down on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta get out there and make it off that porch, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I see, man, especially I see you tapped in with Macaroni Productions.
Oh yeah, shout out my
Got
boy Macaroni, man.
got Macaroni, my boy Uncle Bobby. Hey, I'm telling you, we
Shout out
gotta
Uncle
get Uncle
Bobby.
Bobby on here, man. Uncle Bobby, me and him, we got beef with these football teams, but we gonna put that aside, man, for the interview.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna make sure I let him know. Uncle Bobby just went through his surgery with cancer, so prayers up for Uncle Bobby. He's going through his healing process right now, but he'll be back in action real soon.
Man, facts. Prayers for Uncle Bobby, man. That boy up funny, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby be having me cracking up over here, man. What else you got coming forward, man?
So I'm revamping the podcast. I'm gonna start back doing a Monday through Sunday show. So 7 subjects, 7 days a week. We want to make sure to incorporate more movies. and more shows and more series. So I think that's gonna be my main focus. Um, I'm looking for new hosts, so I'm gonna add some new hosts to the podcast. Um, Other than that, just growth and really just trying to take over. Right now, it's the Las Vegas takeover. I'm in LA right now, so I'll be down here to the 4th of July. So we got a lot going on.
Yeah, man. So how you feel about this Kendrick revamping the city, man?
I feel like, man, this is the most unity I've seen since Nipsey died.
Facts, yeah.
So
That is
it's a blessing for the city because Compton, I don't think we ever had nothing like this. You know, LA usually do it or somewhere else, but Compton, for it to happen in Compton was crazy to me.
right. Yeah, especially, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really like that since Nipsey, but then even before that, it wasn't nothing since like what, the riots?
And
Like
not
that was really about
92,
the only yeah,
1992, bro.
about the only time everybody really just locked in.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, what type of other adventures outside of what you got going right now that you think like you possibly want to get into? Like we might got some people that could lock you in somewhere else.
I think I'm gonna drop some music. I'm gonna put out my album, The Godlight. Other than that, I plan on probably a clothing line. Maybe the news you can use clothes. I got another idea about a clothing line too that I'm gonna do. So I think the news you can use is just gonna be a merch line, and then the clothing line where I do like designer shit is gonna be a different brand. I don't want to say it yet till I copyright it. But yeah, it's gonna be the shit. Trust me, it's gonna be one of the hottest. The hottest. The name alone is gonna take it to the next level.
Okay. Okay, so we definitely gonna stay tapped in for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, man, we definitely got merch pushing out, man. From the podcast. I'm doing my own. I'm kind of tapping into that a little bit too. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of big things that's coming, man. Like no matter what, we all gonna stay locked in, push everything. Cause that's really the goal, man. Like the whole team aspect of it. Like you can't really do this shit by yourself. You run through a lot of yes men and all of that, man. That's one thing that this whole business part of it, like I'm starting to learn, man. You got a lot of yes men, and you gotta kind of change your way of thinking sometimes with the business, man. Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to, because people will tell you like, oh, treat this like the dope game. You can't, bro. Like this is something completely different. Because
Yes.
at the end of the day, somebody tell you, yeah, man, come on, bro, I'm ready. Shit, if you ain't ready, you ain't ready. Man, ain't no, let me circle back to you. Ain't no, nah, dog. Time is valuable, man.
Very valuable.
It's
Uh,
valuable, bro.
my take on it is, if you want something done right, you definitely has to be hands on. You got to do it yourself. If you want it done
Right.
correctly, this is a consistency game. And if you here to just make money instantly, you in the wrong game. What I
Right.
call myself doing is moving the culture. So by moving the culture, you become the culture. You become the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where the notoriety comes from. Is I'm not copying anybody. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. These are my thoughts, and I just make them a reality. So
Facts.
it's enjoyable. I've had a lot of people steal my sauce, run off and never give me any, kudos and say, hey, this is where I got it from. But that's a part of the game. You get a lot of
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah.
You get a lot of hate.
But you
And
know, like they say, man, if you don't have the haters, bro, you not
you're
doing
not
something
popping.
right.
You're not
Something
popping.
something is not right, man. So that's definitely me jumping into this podcast lane after kind of dabbling in that music lane. Like it's pretty much hand in hand. Like what you were saying is true. Like you gotta be hands on, but the difference between the two, I feel like with the music is different. Like everybody has their own lane. if you can't stay in your lane and just focus on that one lane, it ain't gonna go right, bro. Like you can't have the beat maker be the half artist, the damn marketing, the A, and like, come on, bro. Like everybody gotta play their part, man.
Yes, sir.
Like that's definitely a big business lesson, man, for anybody, bro. No matter what it is you trying to get into. If you the chief, be the chief. If you the damn joker in the background, be the joker in the background and tell the best damn jokes you can tell. Like
That's facts.
that's really the best way to do it, man. Until it's your time to shine, bro. You gotta play your role, man.
Yes, sir. And this is a teamwork game. You know what I'm saying? So the more, the merrier. But you know, in my experience of working with a lot of different people in this podcast area, is that we all have to be on the same accord, and we all got to be willing to put that work in. Otherwise, you'll see people grow faster than everybody else, and then you'll be wondering, well, why am I not? I'm not getting those opportunities, or why I'm not getting those kind of views. It's because you're not putting the work in. It's not going to be done. It's not going to happen on its own. You know what I'm saying? You actually have to put the work in. And honestly, this podcast has brought way more opportunity for me than my music did. My music took me but so far. The podcast is getting me in doors I didn't think I would be able to get in.
Because they could really see your face. Like, they can see your face. They can hear you. You know what I'm saying? You can really put your personality forward by doing podcasting. Just because, I mean, it is nothing rote. Like, you just sitting here really just having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you can really see the person. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, you sending me a rap and me trying to base my opinion on you off of your verse. I can't do that because you could be telling me something you ain't never seen in your life, bro. But then I'm judging you off that. And then when I see you, it's like, all right, bet. Like, let's do this music, get this money. After that, we ain't gonna talk no more because I know you both.
Yes, sir. So I feel like in this game of moving the culture and not letting other people take over our culture, it gives us a power again. And there's a lot of different podcasts in LA, but mine's is strategically different just off the fact that I don't do drama and I'm not on here sparking bullshit. You know, we're not having gang conversations on my podcast. And when I do interviews, I'm not asking people personal stuff that nobody really should want to know. So,
Right.
I mean,
strictly to the business.
strictly
I mean,
to the business.
that's what you're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Because my thing is,
we here to promote you in the good light. You know what I'm saying? Not all the extra shit. The extra shit is for the news and all the bullshit. Let the TMZ follow you for that, man. We ain't here for that nonsense.
right. Because if you're just buying into the art, then why are you so focused on this person's personal life? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's supposed to be about art, you know what I'm saying? So I try.
Yeah, but too, I see now too, like the way that it's going is the personal and the art is kind of going hand in hand. Like if you really want to be in the know, you gotta kind of get that personal situation going too, as far as the social media. Like I see that's big, and that's kind of what I'm catching up on because I'm not big on the social media thing.
Yeah, social media is huge, man. I've been trying to crack the Da Vinci Code on it for years. And some advice I could give people is content. You gotta keep producing content. You gotta stay consistent with your content. And as long as you do that, it's gonna do nothing but grow. As long as you got something that people are interested in and they don't mind watching for 60 seconds, you good. It's not gonna be a hard thing to do. We grew from nothing. You know what I'm saying? You've been with me D-Class some of the way, so you know where we at right now is totally different than where we were 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying?
We started when I came on. I was just an interview. You know what I'm saying? So this definitely, like I say, this was not something that I anticipated on doing. Like this is just something that just kind of grew from the last 4 months. Because my first interview was on the News You Can Use podcast. So, you know what I'm saying? That opened the door for me to even do this, to even think about doing it. Because I've been kind of trying to get in front of some cameras some kind of way, but, you know, hey, shit, might as well do it in my own house. Yeah.
That was my theory. You know, people wasn't hitting me up for interviews. This is probably my second interview I've ever done. And people wasn't hitting me up for interviews or asking to do features with my music. The music game is so shady. It's like if you're not popular enough, people don't even want to listen to your music, whether it's good or not. It could be the best song they ever heard. They still won't acknowledge you because of the status that you're at. So I figured, well, let me get in front of these people's face. Let me interview some of their favorite artists, and then maybe they'll give me a shot. You know what I'm saying? And I went with that theory, and it took me to where I am now. And now I'm more focused on movies, podcasting, interviews, sports, and all these other things more than I am the music. It's not even about the music anymore.
Yep. Because the music just gonna come, especially if you're dealing with artists. And it's like, hey, man, you start doing the face to face, you get in the studio with them, shit, a song could organically pop off right then and there. So, yeah, it definitely, you know, the podcasting and just networking with people definitely gets you indoors, man. Like, you can't be scared to talk to people. Definitely can't be scared to take a note, man. Like, that's something that I see, man, with a lot of young people today, bro. Like, they not trying to take no no's, man. You tell a person no, bro, they be ready to fight, man.
They get discouraged. The no discouraged them to ask the next person. I haven't got a direct no, but I've been curved. You know what I'm saying? Or I've been asked for money, all that shit. But I just stayed consistent. And thank God when I reached out to the people, I guess the energy that I gave off made them want to come over to the podcast and do an interview. And then after they do an interview, now we talk all the time. We collab. We might meet up. I might show up at your show. I might come vlog you. So I kind of like try to keep in touch with everybody that I deal with in this music industry and this entertainment business.
Yeah, because you have to at least kind of tap in with them. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Even if you just check on their health, man. Like, it's just a simple, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? Like, sometimes, man, people getting the messages, bro, just out the blue. Like, them shits mean more than what they try to tell you just because, hey, you drop something and don't nobody say nothing about it. At the end of the day, man, that one person, bro, you'd be like, all right, like, I fuck with this person just because they took the time to really just comment, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me some feedback.
The acknowledgement.
Yeah, because the feedback and the acknowledgement is really what's going to get you to that next step, man. Because you might think something fire, but, yeah, it ain't for everybody.
Right. So
yeah, it's not.
I've probably been doing this about 8 months now, and being accepted into the culture is probably the best feeling ever. Just being accepted into the culture, people knowing about the podcast, people acknowledging that this is a good podcast. You know, I got people out there say this is one of the best podcasts they ever seen. That's beautiful. You know, my favorite podcast is the Leak podcast. I love the Leak podcast. I like the setup. I just, you know, shout out to my boy Khalid Scott. Y'all might see me on there real soon. But opportunity, man. This is probably the best way to gain opportunity and to network with people. I do interviews with people who do music. I do porn stars. I do an interview with somebody who cook. If you do hair, you know, it's so many lanes. And in the future, I want to interview more people who do other things that don't normally be glamorized. A lot of people don't know about.
Facts. Matter of fact, yeah, we got I got some interviews lined up, man, with some tattoo artists. So we got some tattoo artists we finna tap in with. What else we got, man? We got a couple of clothing designers that we got. I'm gonna try to tap back in with LG. He in the season right now with Drew. They 4-0. I've been tapping in with him.
Okay.
So they got it going on over there right now. So yeah, man, and it's a lot of big things coming, man. It's a lot of big things coming.
Yeah. So I just been learning.
So you said you got an album.
Go ahead.
You said you got an album that you possibly finna drop soon?
Yeah, I've been working on a guide like me and Lindrum. Shout out to Lindrum Productions. We came up with the concept of the God light. The concept of the God light is, you could be in darkness, right? But there's always a little bit of light that you can walk towards to get you out of that dark place. And I
Right.
just want to put that in a music form to where people can get some inspiration. You got a lot of depressed people, people plotting on suicide, people who don't have self love, different things like that. So I want to make sure every song on this album touches every subject that has to
Right.
do with your mental health. I think
Okay.
mental health awareness is something that people don't really pay attention to. And my thing is, you never know what a person is going through.
Right.
They see us on camera, D class, they see me for sure. And they're thinking one thing, and then they meet me in real life, and they realize I'm just normal as you. I'm just as
Yeah.
regular as you are. I eat, I put on my pants the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't idolize celebrities. I don't get around these rappers and act different than what I would when I'm talking to you. They're humans just like me, and they actually are cool people. But we put so much emphasis on them that it's hard for them to be normal and be themselves. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. I get it, because that's the main thing, man. You gotta stay yourself, man. You gotta stay yourself. Don't change up, because once you change up, man, people gonna notice. And once they notice and start disappearing on you, then you can't be mad. Like, I
Mm-mm.
mean, hey, I met you one way.
Right, right, right. So on a journey of growth, anybody who's looking for growth is always going to evolve, not change, but evolve.
Right.
And I've had people be a part of this podcast and run off with the sauce, like I said before. I had people who probably tried to make me out the bad guy and left. But at the end of the day, I'm just looking at the consistency. Are you still consistent? Are you still focused? Are you still going towards your goal? Because we can point fingers at everybody all day. But if we ain't
Right.
doing nothing for ourselves to make sure we move forward, then you're stagnant. And what it really was is this is a lot. Like being on this podcast is not easy. Um, uh,
No,
being
doing
cons-
it, putting it together, getting the interviews, like doing the whole ripping and running, like, and then too, like what really made me want to do this is like the fact that for the people that got regular 9 to 5 jobs, bro, like this shit ain't easy. Like I'm gonna tell you that for a fact. Like my job, I'm easily putting in 10+ hours a day, bro. Like this is not like just to sit and take time to just even have a conversation on the computer with the other stuff you got going on in life, man. Like you gotta kind of want to do this. Like it's not no just let me just try for fun. Like you got to, man. Like it's still a job. Like it's a job, bro. Even though, you know what I'm saying, the money that is, like, even though that's not what you here for the hobby, it's still gonna turn into a job. Like, cause you still gotta promote yourself. Like, you don't wanna be out here looking crazy. So when people see you on camera, they see you in person, like, you gotta be that same person. You
yes,
gotta
sir.
be.
So this is a full-on business. I started taking it serious when people thought it was a joke, and I lost people because of it. But I'm like, look at me now, bro. Look where I'm at now. So
Yup.
I obviously was right.
And then too, you gotta look at, the people that was in the mix, man, at one point, like, what you doing now? Like, don't, my main thing is I've been telling people from day one, like when I started making beats, like if I'm telling you I'm trying to do something, like it's a purpose. Like, don't, it might not happen right now, but just know, like, it's a purpose behind it. Like, I'm the only person that's putting this together at this point, so it's gonna take longer doing it as one person than with a team.
Facts.
Because Because if you get a team to try to do your idea, the bad part with that is everybody you want it now. And it's like it can't happen right now. Like it's just an idea that we gotta grow.
Yep.
And is not gonna be bam. Everything is not let me drop it and I'm an instant millionaire. Like
No, it's not how this
everything
game
don't
works.
happen that way.
It's not how this game works. But it's a lot of money in it. And if you're a hustler, then you'll figure out ways to make money off of it. I started making money off the podcast the first 3 months I was doing it. I figured out a way. I'm like, oh, I can do this, and people will pay me for this. And now I'm about to get into marketing because I do a lot of marketing. I put a lot of videos up of people. I do a lot to get you seen. And I'm like, well, shit, let me start doing this for artists and businesses. So you're gonna see me go to a lot of different businesses and do food reviews or liquor stores, smoke shops, maybe promoting artists or people that do hair, or it's gonna get deeper than just an interview because I'm taking the 30 minutes that we do an interview and I'm breaking it down into 1 minute videos and I'm putting them out through the month, all month. That's marketing. And thousands of people are seeing it. So that's marketing for you. And I was like, if I'm getting 10 and 20,000 people to look at one video, I definitely need to be getting paid for this. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I'm starting to realize that too, man. When I started doing these random little fight videos, like and to me, it was just me sitting at the crib, man, watching a fight, and it was just something I had to say. Like I just put a little random little 30 seconds about Trump, man, and
Went crazy.
Stupid.
Went crazy.
Man, that went stupid. I started getting comments from people like we went into a whole politic conversation, and it's like, dog, I mean, I just asked why the man was at the fight, bro. Like that was like it shouldn't have went to that point, but hey, man, like whatever it takes, man, to spark the conversation, bro. It is what it is.
Yes, people they love to conversate. I'm live right now on YouTube right now, and we got 1 million comments here. I can't read your comments right now, y'all. I'm doing a live interview, but shout out to everybody who's watching. I appreciate y'all.
We tapped in, man. We appreciate y'all locking in, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, D-Class been with me when we were happy to get 100 views on a video. You know what I'm saying?
Then we used to do shows for 2 hours.
Right.
Like, we've came a long way, man. Like, so that's why I say I kind of need to jump on here and start basically showing my own kind of growth from this lane, man. Because we done came a long way.
Yeah,
we came a long way. Trust us.
Yes, sir. And it's great because now people are a lot more comfortable on camera, having conversations. They know how to carry themselves on camera. We've learned so much because we've done it for a while. So now it's just hereditary for me to jump on camera and jump on a microphone. And this is the news you can use. Big Surf guy. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love it. I love it. This is my main focus right now. Is the podcast. I love it. I'm gonna take it.
And see, my thing is, I'm getting into it. I just gotta get comfortable with just sitting here talking, like just feeling like I'm talking to myself. Like that'd be my thing. Like I sat here one day and tried it, and I was like, bro, like this is crazy. Like I'm sitting there looking at myself, talking to myself, and it's like, yeah, man. Like that's when I realized, like, yeah, you gotta get your comments up. Like, cause without them comments, man, like, yeah, at the beginning you kind of feel crazy, but you just gotta go through it, man. Like that's the main thing, man. Is just kind of working through whatever it is you feel like. Whatever people gonna talk about, like people gonna talk about you regardless, man. Like,
facts.
The hate comments is just gonna be what it's gonna be, because people got the freedom to type whatever they want to type, so it's coming. But
that's definitely a fact.
Yeah, other than that, hey, keep them on as long as you can and get the watch time and call it what it is, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. And the comments, if people jump in your comments and they're saying rude things or being ignorant, that means you're popping. I couldn't wait to start getting hate messages. All my messages used to be super nice and everybody being all cordial. I'm like, it ain't there yet. Now, They say anything. They don't care.
Yeah. You get the nice comments, you feel like, oh, that's just family. Man, they know me. But then when you start getting them crazy comments, you be like, okay, yeah, at least you watching. I got you watching.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
my thing is, I didn't put myself in your phone.
Right.
So yeah, that's the big thing, man. Is whatever your fears is of failing, whatever that reason is, man. Like, please believe, there's 30,000 people that probably got that same feeling that did it, and it is living probably how you want to live. It might not be in no $2-3 million house, but the being comfortable, not clocking in every day. Hey, man, that's some people goal, man.
I told my aunt the other day, man, I said, this isn't fair, man, for us to be able to live like this and not have to. If we want to, then you do it. But
Right.
have to go bust a 9 to 5. Can't take vacations. Can't move
Yeah.
around like you want to. Gotta do this, gotta do that. And I'm just like, bro, I ain't had that kind of responsibilities since I was in a relationship with wifey. You know what I'm saying? Me
Hey.
being alone and being single and able to move around like I want to is the best thing God ever done to me, bro.
Yeah, and sometimes that's how it be, man. Sometimes you gotta look at the positive and some of the negatives, man, because they happen for a reason. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? You could have still been in that situation and none of this could have happened.
None of it
Just
would have happened.
because you would have been focused on the next thing. Because that's definitely major to have to try to tear different parts of yourself or being one person, and it's like you got different things you're doing. You got to spend time here, you got to put time here, like, you know what I'm saying? That's big to try to keep everybody happy in the mix plus yourself. Yeah, that takes being a different person, man. You gotta lock in for that.
Yes, you lose yourself the more you give energy to others, right? And if you
Yeah.
busy making sure everybody else is happy all day or every day, where does that leave you?
Yep. And then on top of that, you gotta factor in, like, you got a 9 to 5. That's you. You gotta fake it because you know you ain't happy, so you gotta fake it. So that take even more stress out your day.
Yes.
So doing all of this, yes, it is stressful, but it is a benefit in it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You definitely get a lot from it. It's
Yes.
relieving. You can get on here, you can really say what you want to say just because you are your own boss. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of being your own brand, man. Like, you get on here and whatever it is that you want people to see, know about you, this is how you do it, man. Like, you control your own narrative.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it, man. It's amazing. Somebody here just said fulfill your destiny. Somebody in the comments. And that's what life is about. I tell people all the time, you can have 90% good things going on in your life, but you'll focus on that 10% and turn it into 100, and now you just hate everything. Oh, I'm mad, and life is
Right.
horrible, and all that negativity, and that comes from you not doing exactly what you want to do. That's what
No,
it's.
that's facts.
It's
That's facts
facts, man.
because I know at my job, man, like, I work with a lot of young people, man, and they be killing me, bro. I be telling them, man, like, we get to work at 11. I'm up at like 5. So it's no way, like, you should be late at 11, bro. It's 11 o'clock. Why are you late, dog? I just woke up. Man, what were you doing, bro? Like, I done worked out, I done did this, I done worked on this, done did 3, 4 different things, and you telling me you done been asleep all the time. Then you get to work, and it's like, man, I don't even want to be here. Come on, bro. Like, you don't want to exist at this point. Like, you went from being asleep to I don't even want to get up and work. Come on, man. Like, and these cats be 21, 22. And it's like, dog, what is the world going? Like, where are we going with this, man? Like,
That's
it's no
crazy.
way, man. I'm working at a job, bro, and you're older than me, and I'm out working. The older person is out working the young person. Like, there's no way me as a young person you gonna do that, bro. Like, I'm not finna let old school beat me.
Right.
That was how we was raised. Now people like, man, hey, if school wanna work, guess what? Let him work, man. Like, hey, I'm chilling.
Not
I'm
tripping.
chilling.
Trying their best
Yeah,
to do the less work they can. This is the whole objective.
yeah. And they'll be mad when they, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day when you not winning. It's like you making things harder for yourself, man. Like it's no way, man, like as a young person, you should let any person older than you outwork you in anything.
That's crazy.
Like that's crazy. Like to me that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
But,
a little
you
wild.
know, every generation, like they say, is different, man. So you just gotta realize, man, when you go to these jobs, you go to these interviews, like how they used to say back in the day, man, hey, if you gotta dress like you going to court, man, hey, do it. Cause
Facts.
at the end of the day, you want that job and you don't want these people to lowball you on your money, man, because they will do it. The job be paying $20, they might shoot you 18 just because you came in some anything.
Facts. Facts. People take you as serious as you take yourself. I learned that. And in business, you can't be nice. You know, you have to be stern. Ain't no friends in business. It's called business. It's not called friendship. So I
Right.
just had to learn a lot about that while I'm learning a lot about dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? And doing this interview taught me how to actually communicate better with people and listen because we're doing mostly listening when we interview somebody. We're listening, ask a question, and you sit and listen. So it taught me how to really listen to people. You know what I'm saying? And really catch words and keywords and how to move forward in subjects. But if you ask me, happiness is a choice, and being angry and frustrated, it takes away from your energy. So it's more better to be a positive person. It's easier to be positive than to be negative. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. You definitely gotta be positive, man. Like you can't go through your days being negative just because it's a lot of negativity going on in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? You get on, look at the news is filled with negativity. If you trying to start something, you definitely gonna deal with negativity. People gonna tell you, hey, give me the discount. Like, yeah, man, you hear a lot of different things, bro. Like, once you start your businesses, please believe everything that you say you wouldn't want to hear from people, you will hear.
Yep.
And it's like, come on, man. Like, if you start something and you tell me, hey, this is 150, and I pay the 150 for you, and I tell you, hey, this is $20, and you tell me, hey, I need a discount. Why would you not expect for me to trip? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even doing no tripping that you got me paying 150. Like then they tell you, oh, you not Gucci, you not Prada. Like come on, man. Like you don't even know them, bro.
Facts.
Like you don't know them, but you get them $600-700.
They
And
will.
it's
They
like,
will.
yeah, and it's like, come on, man. Like it ain't even the fact of the money value in it. It's the principles, man, behind certain things, man. Like that's what I feel like a lot of people losing when it comes to this whole game is just principles. Because at the end of the day, if your word is supposed to mean something, like you gotta stand on it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
and a lot of people don't stand on their word, man. Like they can tell you what they want to tell you, but it don't happen.
And you know, in this game, it's a lot of that. And it's not that people do it on purpose. It's that it's so much going on and so many moving parts. Sometimes you can't. And you
Yep.
know, it's better to just tell people like, look, man, I'm gonna try or I'm gonna see if I can make this happen for you. But to give people a promise is a little bit difficult in this game because it changes a whole lot. A whole lot of moving parts, a whole lot of things go on.
Yeah, it changed daily, man. But it's to the point, man. Like technology, really, you know what I'm saying? They making it to the point to where, I mean, if you just cool with doing something to do it, then yeah, you can easily drop content anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in your car at a light. Hey, let me go on there and record this, man. Let me act the fool singing this song. Like, you could drop that. That might get you 1 million views. But, I mean, yeah, to really just make something and then be like, let me stick to a certain point, things of that sort, like, yeah, you can't. It's hard to do. It's hard to definitely stay in one lane when it comes to this, because even though a lot of people say they doing certain things, when it come down to really talking about it, they don't want to talk about it because they're not really doing it.
Facts. And
Yeah,
that's crazy. Shout out to Tim Burton. He been sitting here kicking some real game. Shout out to you, Tim. Check out I'm a Brand podcast. My boy D Class just started. This is his first interview. Y'all make sure to tap in and make sure to
yeah,
support.
man, go on and like, man, subscribe. I definitely got a lot of different things going. I'm gonna drop some merch on the website, on the page. I have a website that I'm kind of working on, trying to get that back together. Then too, like, man, I'm one of them people, man, that I got a lot of businesses that I try to do. It's just, man, it's the time, man. Like,
Yeah. It's only 24 hours in a day, man.
man, it is. And then it's like, I mean, I'm married, so I definitely got to give wifey her time. But then we gotta try to focus on these businesses, because, hey, I'm trying to stop hitting this clock.
Right.
That's where the balance, man. You definitely got to find the balance sometimes, man, in a lot of this.
Yeah. I tell people, man, you only get one life, man. Live that thing to the fullest. We don't got time to wait. We don't got time to say, oh, I'm going to try something later. You might not be here later. Live every day like it's your last day. Put that work in. Hit that clock. Even if it's not a job, if it's your job, if it's a business. I work harder for myself than I've worked for any of those companies. This is a 24-hour thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no turning the clock off. This thing keep running 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like, and that's where it goes. It just goes back full circle, man, to kind of where we started. It's like, at the end of the day, man, like, you are your business, bro. Like, no matter what you do, if you deliver papers, like, you want to be the best paper boy, man. Like, you just don't want to be a regular person, man, that just come in, hit the clock, and they just see you as just a regular person, bro. Like, even if in sports, like, if you listen to the people talk about sports and they talk about the regular guy, the superstar, the regular guy is not the person getting the checks, bro. He's the person out there that's taking all the damage for the superstar to go on and hit that bag, man.
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, man, you gotta kind of find your position, bro, and where you want to be. And then on top of that, like, you gotta put that work in, man. Like, I can say pretty much every job that I've worked, I try to start at the bottom. Like, I don't even care if I'm overqualified for it. Like, I want to start at the bottom. So that way, once I get into management, bro, like, what I'm telling you is facts. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I started where you were. I did all of this. So what I'm telling you is to help you get to this point. Because if not, what I'm here for.
Right.
Like, I could have stayed doing what you're doing and not have to deal with half of the management game, because that's something completely different.
Right. Well, the thing is, people, the name of your podcast is very powerful. I like it when I first heard it, because anybody knows that you are the content. You are the brand. All you got to do is sell yourself. See, as long as you are likable and you're able to speak and you're able to identify with people, then you're good.
Yep.
Identify your customer. Identify what you're trying to sell to the customer, and then come up with the product. It's real simple,
Yeah, because that's why I say, man, that when I thought about it, I said it's really self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not looking at it that way, like, you have a long way to go. Because the way that the world is going right now, like, if you're not looking at it that way, you behind.
You got a lot of workers out there, man. When I became a CEO of my podcast, before this, I owned my record label, YGMC LLC. And I just was like, man, I don't want to work for nobody. I want to make sure I'm the boss. Not because I feel like, oh, I'm the boss, an ego thing. It's because I know how I'm gonna run it. I know that it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna work
Right.
because I'm not gonna quit on you. I'm gonna work harder than you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of more of a you in the right hands type of thing. If you got me as your boss, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
I'm gonna
because
put that work in.
you know that what I'm telling you to do, I done did it. And even if I haven't did it, if I haven't done it before, we finna do it right now.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? We finna make it happen. And that's the thing, man, is that people don't care about other people's business. Like you gotta think if you working for somebody, you gotta care about their business, bro. Cause them the people that pay you. Regardless of what it is, them people that sign your check is the people that you gotta care about somewhat.
Yes, sir. And like my boy Tim just said in the comments, you are the product. You're the
Yep.
product. You just got to sell it. And it's not hard to
Yep.
do in this position where we're talking to people all the time. We're on camera, we're doing interviews, we're tapping in with their fan base, they're tapping in with ours. And it's just like it's a big networking thing. Some people are entitled and kind of feel like, oh, you got to pay me. But it's kind of more like, well, I'm giving you opportunity. This is exposure.
Right.
It's about you. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that be the thing, man. Is like people feel like when you have this type of platform, man, like you want it to be about you. Like really and truly, bro, like it's not, duh. Like I'm doing this for you. Because at the end of the day, like once I'm done talking to you, like it's other things that I gotta do now to help promote you. So it's like when we promote you, like okay, take that and then help promote yourself. I can only take you so far, man. Like I'm not your manager. Man, please believe I'm not trying to be none of that. Like we don't even want to talk about the business aspect of it. I don't want to deal with it. Like just
Right.
let me get you promoted. Let me see what you do. Once you get the way you going, hey, you got a show, bam, shoot me a ticket. I'm good. Hey, we ain't even got to talk money. Like, hey, look out. That's it.
Hey, you know, a lot of these people are lazy, man. I've learned that and I had to accept it because I'm like, well, it's 24 hours in a day. If you work for 8 hours, you got another 12 left, 14 left, right? What the
Yep.
fuck are you doing with the rest of that 14? Because I only sleep like 3 hours a day. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of sleeping schedule you got. Why do you need 8 hours? What are you eating? Are you eating pork?
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta think about it, man. Like some of these people jobs, man. Like, I mean, I've had some strenuous jobs to where it's like, hey, sometimes you gotta get that 8 hours in. Like you have to. But I mean, I was in the military, man. So me, I'm up 4:30, five
In the
o'clock.
morning.
Like I be up at random times of the day, man, and it's crazy. That's why I kind of feel like it's like let me start doing some of the stuff that I be thinking about because I just be up. So it's like, all right, bet. Let me go on and jump on here. That's probably what I'm gonna start doing. 5 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm gonna just jump on here and just be on here.
Yep, it's a great time to edit. You know, the main thing about podcasting is editing. And for me, podcasting and editing this, now I'm editing movies and series and shit. And I've never done that before. So anything is possible. I'm kind of at the point where I know my powers. I know I'm capable of any fucking thing. Anything. I can do it all. Like, I'm not scared to, like you said, I'm not scared to fail. And most of the time, when
Right.
you're not scared to fail, you actually succeed. You know what I'm saying? The only way you fail is if you quit. And as long as you don't quit, you're still fighting. You still at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my
Yeah, cause you go.
yeah, that would be my words of wisdom for people is never to quit. Always look forward to the next hurdle, the next thing. That's where I'm at right now. Like, man, what's gonna be your next thing? And it'll just come to me. And then I'll do it that day or that week. And then I'll put it out to the world and everybody's like, oh, this is great. And I'm just like, well, that's just a thought I just had.
Right.
I just turned
Right.
into reality.
Yeah, cause the thing is, man, like you really gotta set realistic goals. Some people start this, man, and be like, hey, I'm finna jump on here. It's finna be 1,000 people watching me. No, it's not, bro. Like, be comfortable with the 5, 6 people you got. Hey, hope them 5, 6 people rock with you every time you get on it and tell somebody else, man. Like, that's really the way to look at it, because that's kind of how I'm at with it. Like, hey, I get to 50 subscribers, to me, that's damn near a million if you ask me.
Facts. It's a
So,
great feeling, and you
yeah,
celebrate every moment of that. I've been lacking on celebration. We just hit 2,200 subscribers. I'm like, I need to celebrate that. We almost at 1 million views. I said, when I hit that 1 million views, I'm definitely about to celebrate. But
right. Yeah, we gotta do something. Got to, cause yeah, that's my thing, man. If I get to 50 subscribers, bro, like I feel like that's big.
that is, it is.
Considering that this was just the idea. So to get to 50, I'll be cool with that. And then once we get to 50, hey, we gonna shoot for the 100. Like, we not finna be shooting for 100,000 in a month. We cool with the baby steps on this side.
Facts, facts, facts. And you know, the more
Yeah.
consistent you stay, uh, it's gonna come to you kind of quickly. I would suggest that you put out a lot of shorts, drop a lot of short videos every day. Try to drop clips on Instagram every day. Tag yourself in on your other pages, and just stay consistent. Pick a time frame, and create an algorithm.
Good.
So your audience will get used to at 5 o'clock for sure he's gonna put out something every day
Right.
at this time. And that's how you create an algorithm. I just figured that out maybe 2 months ago, a month ago.
Yeah, because what I'm saying, that's kind of my thought process when I first started this was like, hey, we gonna do something Monday at this time. And then it just get to the point, man, to where, hey, like, everybody got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you got something going on, like, hey, I will gladly move this around, because at the end of the day, man, like, I'm here for you. So that's why it's like, hey, man, if you tap in for an interview, you want to promote something, just let me know. We can definitely set it up, even if we got to pre-record it and drop it on a later date. Like, we definitely gonna figure it out, man, and get your interview out there and get you some promotions, man.
Yes, sir, man. I wish you a lot of success on this, man. I'm definitely gonna come on, and whatever you need me to do, I'll be there for you like you work for me. And we're gonna grow this brand. I'm a brand podcast. We're gonna grow this motherfucker. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna show people that this is possible. It's very possible. This isn't a hard thing to do. It's just, like I said, consistency is key. And you meet a lot of good people. People will come along and say, hey man, I see you. You know, that's how we end up getting the Trapflix deal with JT. That's how we met Biz Talk. That's how I got in touch with Pookie or whoever. And they see the consistency. And if it's something entertaining, they'll make sure they'll gravitate to it. It's not hard to get people to gravitate to something positive. It's real easy when it's positive. You know what I'm saying? And we started off. The reason I started my podcast was to kill off these culture vultures. I'm sick of the people creating narratives, treating our people like they the slave master. So I said, you know what? Create your own podcast. Create your own lane for people like you. And then we can look out for the underdog. We can do interviews with people who got 100 views and people who got 1 million views, and put them together on the same platform so everybody can be seen.
Right.
Yeah, man. My aunt, he has an analogy. He say, would you rather step on someone to get up, or would you rather pull them up? And I said I would rather pull them up. And that, I didn't put a lot of people on, whether they appreciated it or not. But I'm here to inspire. That's my job. That's what God got me doing, inspiring people. And anyone that copies or steals my sauce is flattery, because that's the biggest form of flattery. Imitation is the biggest form of flattery. So I learned not even to get mad about that anymore. I'm like, well, if you're copying me, great. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep. That's what that is, man. You definitely gonna have a lot of copycats in it. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just the authenticity in it gonna shine regardless of how many times you try to duplicate it. Because at the end of the day, the person can't duplicate you if you really being you. Like that's where the key is to the whole situation.
I
Like
remember
you gotta
we would say
get
niggas will sink the whole ship just to be the captain. I've seen it. I've seen it.
facts.
I've seen it.
That's most definite, man, because everybody wants to be the person in the light, man. Like I've taken plenty of classes in my days, man, to where people wanna be that face, bro. Everybody wanna be the president. But think about it. The president don't do shit. He don't do nothing, bro. He's basically just a face and takes blame for everything. Like he does, like, so the people under him that's right under are the people that's really running everything.
Putting the
So
work in.
okay, you want to be the face, be the face. But at the end of the day, man, like you gotta start from somewhere.
Right. And I understand that. So it's like, let me add all these hosts on. Let me create these shows. Let them be the face. And I'll just run it and make sure the marketing and the business and that we make those connections that we need to make to take us to the next level. Um, Wish that would have worked out the way I planned it to. But if I gotta be both, it's cool. Cause like I said before, if you want something done correctly, you do
Yep,
it
you
yourself.
gotta do it.
Just do it
You
your
got
fucking
to,
self.
because at the end of the day, it's only gonna grow, but so far.
Yes,
And
sir.
and you have to kind of dibble and dabble in both, because until everything gets to the point to where you can just let it do what it do, then that's when you can kind of fall to the background. But
Facts.
until it gets to that point, like yeah, you sometimes you will have to kind of stay out there and be like, hey man, like I'm out here with you, but just know once it gets to the point to where you start seeing more and more people and less of me, that means we doing something.
Right, right, right.
So yeah, that's what it is, man. Just kind of staying true to the team, man. You got to stay true to whatever the process is. If it's you by yourself, if you put people on, you just got to make sure, man, that them people they gonna really rock with you, bro. Because in these industries, man, you would definitely get a lot of people that would definitely tell you what you want to hear.
You run
And one,
across a lot of opportunists, a lot of fake people who don't know themselves. And it's not like I get to meet everybody in person. So I
right,
don't really know how you are off camera or what do you do on a regular basis. I don't get to know that side of you. I only get to know what you tell me when we're on camera or when you
right.
text or when we in the group chat.
Cause
So
that's like my homeboy say, man. Like Instagram and all of that, man. That shit is just a highlight of people's life, bro. Like you're not gonna never see nobody put when they down bad on Instagram. Like, and when I thought about this shit, I said, you know what? He is right. Like if you struggling, bro, like people not gonna put that on there.
no, they're not gonna let
You
the world know.
like you'll go black. Like you'll go disappear, man, until you get on. Once you get that first dollar, then it's like, all right, bet. Let me get back on the ground. So yeah, man, we gotta definitely get out of that. Like, let me just do stuff for the clicks, because it's no substance in that, man. Like, it's
No.
no substance in just dropping something just for some clicks, man. Because you basically selling yourself, man, short.
Yes, sir.
So,
So my
yeah,
thing is, I just keep my personal life personal. If I choose to expose anything about myself, it's because I chose to, and I'm not ashamed of it. But other than that, I'm not showing my kids all on Instagram and family outings. Put your phone up. You gotta know when to put that fucking phone up. Everything ain't to
right.
be seen on camera. Some things you gotta sit there and how you gonna enjoy it if you sitting here recording it on the phone?
Facts. Everything is what they say. All content is not good content.
No.
Just because you can get out there and post, oh, we at Disneyland, we at this. Okay, that's cool, man. Go enjoy it, bro. Like enjoy it. if you sitting down eating or something and you know, y'all got the time to do something, do it. But, you know, people getting away from the putting your phones up when you go out on dates and shit like that, man. It's like, oh man, let me, you know, I get to taking a picture of the food. You know what I'm saying? You want to do a quick little something about the food, that's fine. But then you want to sit there and you scrolling through Facebook and Instagram while you sitting there eating. Like, come on, man. Like, we could have stayed at the house for this.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. I've seen people. I've been on dates and people be on the phone, and we're not even conversating. You don't even know how to have a normal conversation with a regular human being who's not on your phone because you don't have normal conversations with people.
Right, because everything don't went through text. But then that's where you branding yourself comes into play, is because then too now everything's going through text messages and like emails, things of that sort. Like it goes back to the basics to where the newer generation, like you might be up towards on the technology aspect of it, but now you got to catch up when it comes to how to really word what it is that you got to say. Because I've come to realize it's easier to talk to people through text messages and emails, just for the simple fact that when you typing and you texting, you can't. There's no cutting me off. You can't reply right away. Like you gotta read it. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no. That's why if you really think about it, like if you think about, man, like your girl get mad, she send you a long email, long text message. You be like, damn, I'm not trying to read these 4 pages, bro. But I bet you read them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna read them, and then you gonna sit there, then you gonna think about it, then you gonna reply. But at the end of the day, she got off everything that she needed to say, and it wasn't really nothing you could say about it.
Right, right, right. And with a real
You know?
conversation, it's a back and forth thing. A person could cut you off, overtalk you, yell, use vocabulary you don't know, and really fuck you over in a conversation. And that's why I love this podcasting, because outside of it, it's got me more well-rounded with having a conversation and how to talk to people in general. Just in general, how to really articulate my words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely learn that, man. Like a lot of this stuff, man, that people talked about back in the day, man, when you was in school, like it makes sense, man. Like basically just having conversations with people, learning how to talk to people and not pretty much sound like they would expect for you to sound.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is instantly going to put you in a box when they see you. So it's just, are you going to be the person that they see, or are you going to give them something that's different? Because you'll see, like, even if you go to a place and just open the door for somebody random, bro, like they will look at you completely different because they did not expect you to do that.
I do it everywhere I go. Being polite and being godly is probably the biggest form of humanity that you can do. The best thing to do is be positive. The best thing to do is be nice. You know, there's no reason to not react. There's no reason to react to darkness when you can react to the light.
Right. Yep, most definitely.
Yes.
Yep. So, yo, man, we had an hour, man, and some change, bro. So we gonna go on and knock this first episode out, man.
Yes, sir. I'm proud of you, D-Class, man. You keep it going, man. And you know, out of everybody, you did this the proper way. The way you went about it, the way you, like, look, I'm gonna start doing my own thing. I'm still with you, but let me get going. Let me get this cracking. And I was telling y'all this a long time ago. Start building your platforms. While you doing this, build your shit. That way we all strong.
And see, and you can remember, I told you, I am. It's just. I gotta do it a certain way, bro. I can't half step nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, I had a whole nother interview really that was supposed to be done already, but certain stuff fell through with that one. So we went on and we locked this one out. So really, this probably should have been the first one anyway, because this is where it started.
Yes,
so,
sir. I appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, man. So we definitely, once you get more episodes going, We will tap back in once you get the movie out. Let me know so that way we can bring you on, promote the movie. You know what I'm saying? Send me some clips, and then that way we can post it on the page. If you lock in with any interviews with me or Surf, like, hey, we can get you on both platforms, get you interviews on different situations to where that way we can all promote you at the same time, man. It's not just you get on, do one show, and then that person forget about you, man. Like, we will promote your music. Cause, hey, matter of fact, what's the cat, man, from the review show I seen? What's Big Hurt?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That boy going everywhere, man. I done seen him. He was at the Kendrick Lamar video shoot the other day. He was on stage with that boy. I see he got him a Trap Flick page. So he been going up, man. Like, ever since I seen him on that show, man, I started following him, and he been going up. So, hey, man, who knows, man? Like, hey, we do pay attention to these people, man. Like, cause I found him on a music review show. So, hey, man, these interviews, man, like, just know it. People watching, man. Like, we will follow you. We will promote you. We will push your brand, man. So lock in with us. We got people that can do a little bit of everything. So if you need somebody to do something, send us a message, man. We can point you in the right direction. Because please believe, between everybody that we know, we can pretty much get you right where you need to be.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Moms, man. Moms always support the YouTube channel. She's been supporting since the beginning. I'm sure she watches Las Vegas Alleys.
Yes. Shout out to Moms, man. Because I know, man, my mama, she going to definitely review this show. She going to give me the whole rundown. So, yeah, shout out to Moms. Shout out to everybody that tapped in with us, man. We definitely will be doing more interviews. My next interview will probably be with a tattoo artist. I'm trying to get that one locked in for sure. I might go up to his shop so that way we can get the whole scene from there. But yeah, man, appreciate you going and doing the interview. I'm going to get up out of here, man. This is D-Class, man. I'm here with Big Surf. Appreciate you tapping in with us. Go on and like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, man, when we up out of here, man.
Yes, sir. All right, D-Class.
All right, well, take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. Crap, Joey. All right. Shout out to my boy Tim Burton, Jack Ball, man. Hey, Jack Ball, go on and subscribe to the channel. Go check out my new show called Las Vegas Alleys, man. It's a comedy. It's real raw. You ain't never seen nothing like this before. Everybody who's watching, go check it out. Follow me on Instagram, big_surf god. Jack Ball, I want you on the podcast. I want you to get on camera, chop it up, and let's have a conversation. I love your positive energy. Thank you for the positive comments. Follow me on Instagram. Hit me on Instagram in the DMs. I will make sure to answer you, and we'll get you on the show. Shout out to everybody who's watching right now. And if you're an artist or you have a business and you need marketing or anything like that, make sure to hit me on Instagram in the DM. Or you can comment here on YouTube. I do read the comments. Jack Ball, I mess with you. Moms, thank you for watching. The interview should be out this week. It's on I'm a Brand podcast. I'll be doing a lot of interviews this week. I got some crazy interviews coming up. I was supposed to drop Las Vegas Alleys episode 5 last night. I think I'm gonna wait till Monday, and I'm gonna drop it. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Yeah, we gonna get rich. Tap in with your boy Jack Ball. Let's do our thing. Big_surf god on Instagram. Go follow me right now, and I'm back.